Oh, I woke up last night and was thinking about mathematics and politics and Kalman filters. and and then remembering the Kalman filters were used on the Apollo missions. And the process involves the process of constructing one involves trying to linearize nonlinear effects in the in the control system. So that the filter converges. And I remember reading about Lev Pontryagин's work on control theory, and I'm sure but at the time I didn't know much about control theory, and I was looking at it as Lagrange minimization. I need to read what I wrote about it in that measuring ignorance rant. Well, where I wrote about that, I think, was in the bit which was a letter to Marcus Kuhn. I was pretty upset that I wrote that to Marcus Kuhn, and his response was, "I have a huge pile of things of papers to read. Why should I stop and read why should I stop and spend hours reading reams of," he didn't say it, but what he meant was, reading reams of shit that you write. And the reason is that those papers were published and written for everyone to read, and the the ream of shit I sent you was actually written for you to read. And then I thought, well, if that's how he thinks of personal communications, well, then I'll publish it. But that doesn't mean he read it. so I was thinking about all that stuff and wondering if maybe I'd stumbled on something in there which showed why Russian air defense systems were so damn good, and that's why I got so completely shut down in 2014. At the end of 2014. It wasn't just because I put Richard Stallman's nose out of joint and that the bureaucracy got... That was Stafford Beer talking about bureaucracy in government, but what we ended up with the Free Software Foundation and the GNU project was the bureaucracy became embodied in code, in concrete code for computers to run, not code for people to read. And Richard Stallman's main objection to everything I suggested was we don't have to throw away all our code. But why do you want to keep that code? So there are actually very strong parallels between Gerald J. Sussman's talk, which he gave in South Africa in September 2011, called The Legacy of Computers. The Legacy of Computers. And the talk he gave at Strange Loop, which I think was before that, I don't know, around the same, certainly in 2011 as well. The talk at Strange Loop was we don't even know how to compute. And it's interesting if you think about those two titles together. And There's a comment that every age thinks its top technology is the thing that makes the universe work. So they didn't in the examples that I was given. They didn't mention shamanism um, but they said that in Newton's age it was clocks, and the universe was a clock. I don't know what it was in the age of Archimedes, a catapult or something. So people nowadays talking about the universe, or I don't know what, the universe is a computer, or the multiverse is a network of computers or something. Thinking of Blake's painting of Newton. This is not a very interesting video. So I forgot to buy cigarettes, so all I've got to chew on is this datura leaf. And my teeth, I can't actually chew it. My teeth don't meet anywhere. The only teeth that meet are a couple of molars at the back of on each side. And I was eating pizza yesterday, and everything's a bit sensitive now because I don't usually eat food that hard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza. It's okay, it's an amusement. It has amusement value, but it should be left alone. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what part of the theatre is what. I'm lost. Policeman in my dream. A policeman says, "You've got cream on your mouth. That's a bad thing. You need to go to Mexico City." I don't know whether it was advice or an order or what. Random shit that turns up in my dreams. I don't know. I'm sensitive, have I? Frothing at the mouth or something. So I got very angry last night, and not very angry. This guy works on a Sunday as well, by the way. Buen día. I'd like to just learn maths. I'd like to spend some time looking at the connection between p-adic representations of rationals and just straightforwardly understand them in terms of translate the languages of p-adic fraction representations and continued fraction representations. I'm sure that would be a better way to understand them. And I looked at a little bit more of that Fun with Categories video with the guy programming in Idris. It does look quite impressive. I had a feeling that Pontryagin came up with some kind of recursive scheme to handle nonlinear systems, and that it was something to do with p-adic representation. There's a video, actually, I guess it wasn't really technical enough to keep my interest, so I can't finish it. It's more of a kind of political level. It's why the Soviet computer failed. And it's just amazing how I imagine that Soviet manufacturing technology didn't, because Soviet computer manufacturing technology meant that they couldn't use digital computers in their avionics and guidance systems. They must have been working with analog systems. That's yeah, it's a different thing altogether. I'll have to look up, see if Fran's got a video on how the Apollo guidance system was arranged and whether there was a digital computer in the loop at all.